Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here. And in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props that I like over on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Wednesday, March the 19th. We got a big Wednesday slate, 11 games today, so there's going to be a lot of props to choose from, guys. I've got 3 early plays that I like for today's slate, taking a first look at the board on Tuesday night, recording this video the night before. We do have props up for a good amount of the games already. 7 games are on the board right now on Prizepicks, so was able to find 3 plays. We're going to break these down and we're going to talk about why I like them. Now, as always, before we do get started, make sure you guys hit that like button down below. If you enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys don't have an account over on Prizepicks, be sure to go sign up. Use promo code NOAH when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first $5 lineup. You're going to get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. Easy way to build up your bankroll on Prizepicks. Get those $50 in promo funds. Hopefully you win some money off those because you can use those funds to play lineups, and then obviously money you win off those lineups is credit. You can withdraw that money. You can play with that money. It's up to you. But definitely go check out Prizepicks, guys. And again, use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. And we also have a partnership with Sleeper, so I want to shout out Sleeper as well. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can sign up for Sleeper, use promo code NOAH, and when you play $5, Sleeper is going to give you $55 worth of free lineups. So this is another way to easily build up a bankroll over on Sleeper. You don't have to put in a bunch of money. You can just deposit like 10, 15, 20 bucks. Still get those $55 worth of free lineups, again, when you play your first $5 lineup. So if you guys don't have an account on Sleeper, download their app either on the App Store or the Google Play Store. They have an app for both iPhone and Android. So download the app, use that code NOAH, and go get those $55 worth of free lineups over on Sleeper. But yeah, let's talk about some props that I do like for this slate on Wednesday. Now, I want to recap our plays from our video on Tuesday. We gave out 2 picks Tuesday. The 2 pick that we gave out was just a refund, though, because we gave out a prop on LaMelo Ball. He did not play Tuesday. The prop, though, that we did pair with LaMelo was a Porzingis over first half PRA, which did cash. Jason Tatum wound up not playing Tuesday, so that definitely helped Porzingis. It was a little bit of a sweaty cash, but he was able to go over his PRA in the first half. But it didn't matter because LaMelo Ball didn't play, so the 2-pick lineup was just refunded. So yeah, we'll get back at it for Wednesday, guys, and let's talk through 3 picks I'm liking for this Wednesday slate. So first prop that I like is going to be a PRA prop, and we're going to take Brandon Williams for more than 20.5 PRA. So if you look at Brandon Williams' last 5 games, for what it's worth, he's been playing really well, and he's had a bigger role as of late because the Mavericks have been super shorthanded. They basically have been playing 8 players every game lately because they only have 8 available players. Now, they might be getting some guys back for this game. Right now, Kai Jones is listed as questionable. Jaden Hardy is listed as questionable as well. Brandon Williams is questionable too, so there's a chance that he could miss this game, but I think he plays. I want to say he was questionable last game, and he wound up playing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was questionable last game and was able to play. So I assume he'll play here, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. But we might get Jaden Hardy back for this game, which Jaden Hardy is a guard, so he might take a few minutes away from Brandon Williams, but Hardy is coming back from a hamstring injury, I believe, or an ankle injury. I think it might have been an ankle injury. Yeah, he's coming back from an ankle injury. He's been out for like 3 weeks. So I think even if Jaden Hardy plays today, he's probably going to be on some sort of minutes limit. So I don't think he's just going to come back and just play like 30 minutes. I'd assume they're going to limit Hardy's minutes coming back from an ankle injury. And again, the Mavs are just so shorthanded right now. Like even if Jaden Hardy plays today, even if Kai Jones plays today, that still leaves them with 10 players, which usually, that's a normal rotation. But there's some guys in this rotation that don't really play a lot of minutes, like Dwight Powell. He's not really been playing a lot of minutes. I mean, he's only been playing like 15, 20 minutes a game lately. They've been, pretty strict on keeping his minutes in check. So Brandon Williams has minutes upside here. And obviously, if Jaden Hardy remains out, his minutes upside goes even higher. If you look at the last few games, he's been playing a good amount of minutes. Brandon Williams has. He started last game, played 32 minutes. Without Dante Exum, we have seen Brandon Williams move back into the starting lineup. They were kind of flip-flopping between Williams and Exum as the starter, but it's been Williams lately because they don't have Exum right now. He's also injured, and Williams did play 32 minutes last game. Now, he didn't really produce that well, only had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. But when Williams has gotten playing time, he has been fairly productive. If you just look at the last 6 games he's played, since all these injuries have happened and since he has started playing more minutes, his last 6 games, he's fourth on the team in usage, 22.2% usage rate. He is fourth on the team in rebound chances per game, 7.7 rebound chances per game, and he's leading the team with 7.8 potential assists per game over the last 6 games that he's played. Again, I highlight those 6 games because those are the 6 games that the Mavericks have been super shorthanded, and he's gotten increased playing time. I'm still expecting Williams to play about 25 to 30 minutes here if Jaden Hardy comes back, and if Jaden Hardy remains out, then we could definitely see Brandon Williams play over 30 minutes again. And I think even if Jaden Hardy comes back, I still expect Brandon Williams to be the starter. I'd be surprised if they start Jaden Hardy coming back from an ankle injury. He's been out for 3 weeks. I assume they're going to bring him off the bench, probably limit his minutes a little bit. And the matchup here is pretty good against the Pacers. We know the Pacers play at a fast pace. Defensively, they've been okay defensively this year, but historically the Pacers have not been a great defensive team. I think it's also a good matchup for Brandon Williams. And another plus is this game does have blowout risk, but blowout is not bad for Brandon Williams because I'm very confident Brandon Williams would play even in a blowout. I want to say he's played in blowouts lately when the Mavericks have been involved in blowouts. I think their March 5th game, or actually the March 14th game against Houston, that was a blowout, and I'm pretty sure he played in garbage time. I'm going to take a look at that just to confirm, but let's see. That game against Houston, they lost by almost 40 points. Brandon Williams, he did play the final 7 minutes of the game. He played garbage time. So Brandon Williams, even if this game gets out of hand, which it does have a 9.5 point spread, even if this game gets out of hand, that's not necessarily a bad thing because Brandon Williams is going to be out there chucking up shots in garbage time. So feel pretty good about this play. Hope Jaden Hardy remains out, but even if Jaden Hardy comes back, I still think this prop on Williams looks good at 20.5 PRA. Guy's been really productive, when he's gotten minutes, as you can see, based off his recent games. But that's the first prop I like. Next prop I like is going to be a assist prop on Quentin Grimes, and we're going to take Quentin Grimes for more than 3.5 assists. So Quentin Grimes has had a really big role lately for the Sixers. I didn't expect Quentin Grimes to continue to play this many minutes because there was reports that he was going to have his minutes monitored the rest of the season. The Sixers, they clearly are not trying to win games right now. Tyrese Maxey's not playing, Embiid's done for the season. Paul George, I think he's done for the season. The Sixers, they're a team that's not really playing for much right now. But Quentin Grimes has just been going out there and playing 40 minutes every game, even though they said they were going to monitor his minutes. He played 43 minutes last game in an overtime game. The game before that, he played 32 against Dallas, 30 against Toronto, 39 against Atlanta. He's been playing big minutes lately. He's had a big role from a usage perspective and from a assist perspective. So if you actually look over their last set, I think it's 7 or 8 games that they've played without Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes leading the team in potential assists, 9.7 potential assists per game, and he's averaging 4.4 assists per game over the last 7 games he's played without Tyrese Maxey. Now, this matchup against OKC does look like a pretty difficult one, but OKC is going to be resting a lot of guys today. SGA, he is out for this game. Lou Dort is out for this game. J-Dub, Jalen Williams is out for this game. And then they also have some guys questionable. Isaiah Hartenstein is questionable. Cason Wallace is questionable. So this is not the same OKC team we're used to seeing. The Sixers are not going to be facing the same OKC team that we would think they would face. Now, is the matchup good? I don't think it's a good matchup either way. But OKC is a team that they put a lot of pressure on lead ball handlers, and we see a lot of times guards do tend to struggle against OKC because OKC has so many good on-ball defenders. Cason Wallace is a great defender. Caruso's a great defender. Lou Dort, obviously not playing today, but he's a great defender. So this does feel like a spot where maybe Grimes struggles a little bit more to score. Maybe he is forced to facilitate a little bit more. And honestly, with how good Grimes has been lately, I wouldn't be surprised if we see OKC force Grimes just to pass the ball. If they're putting a lot of pressure on the ball, if they're double teaming him, forcing him to pass. And he's been facilitating a lot. Even though we've seen obviously some great scoring games from Quentin Grimes, he has still been doing a lot of facilitating. You can look at his last 5 games and see that. 6 assists, 5 assists, 3, 6, 4. In this game where he had 3 assists against Toronto, he still had 9 potential assists in that game. So he kind of got unlucky, having 6 missed assists in that game against Toronto. Again, he's been averaging almost 10 potential assists per game without Tyrese Maxey. This is a spot where Grimes is going to have the ball in his hands a lot. You just got to hope that the game stays competitive. Obviously, that's a concern. The Sixers team, they're not very good. They're not playing a lot of good players right now. This game does have a 9.5-point spread, but I think with OKC sitting a lot of their guys today, that makes it a little bit more likely this game stays competitive. And if we get over 30 minutes from Quentin Grimes, I think we got a pretty good chance of getting 4 assists, especially with the good ball handling roles that he's had lately, I should say, without Tyrese Maxey. And for what it's worth, if you look this season in 8 games played without Maxey, Grimes has been able to get at least 4 assists in 6 out of 8 games without Maxey, since he joined the Sixers. And over his last 6 games without Maxey, he's had 4 assists in 5 out of his last 6 games without Maxey. So, do like this play a lot. Also, sportsbook odds heavily favoring the over on this Grimes assist prop. So there's a lot of reasons that I like this play on Quentin Grimes. We're going to take him for more than 3.5 assists. And then the third and final prop that we're going to take a look at is going to be on Luke Kennard. So the prop I like on Luke Kennard today, there's actually a couple that I like, but we're going to take more than 15.5 points plus assist. I do also like more than 10.5 points. I think both these props are fairly good on Kennard, but I'm going to go with the points plus assist because Kennard, he has had a pretty big ball handling role lately without Ja Morant. And we saw last game, Kennard did start in place of Ja Morant, played 28 minutes, and he was pretty productive. Or I want to say he was productive. Yeah, he had 8 points and 8 assists. He went over this PA line last game without Ja Morant, and he went over even while shooting the ball pretty poorly. He shot 4 for 11 from the field and 0 for 4 from 3 last game. Still went over this PA line, and in that game, Luke Kennard did lead the team with 14 potential assists. He was second on the team in passes made, I believe. Yeah, 42 passes made. So Kennard had a big ball handling role to go along with fairly good usage from a scoring perspective. He got up 11 shots. He didn't really shoot the ball that well, but Kennard has historically been a pretty efficient scorer. He's historically been a pretty efficient three-point shooter. Now, this matchup against Portland is not the greatest. Portland has been a great defensive team, really this season, and especially as of late, Portland's defense has really cranked up. But this is a difficult spot for Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane's probably going to be guarded by Toumani Camara, who has been elite defensively this season. Camara has been like one of the best on-ball defenders. So I think this is maybe a matchup where Kennard might get a little bit more opportunity if Desmond Bane is struggling. We'll see if it plays out that way, but I do like Kennard's role that he's had without Ja Morant this season. If you look at the games he has started in place of Ja Morant, there have been 8 games total this season that he has started in place of Ja Morant. He has gone over this PA line in 6 of those 8 games. And if you look at the games where he went under, one game where he went under was a pretty difficult matchup against the Clippers. He had 12 points and 2 assists. In that game, he shot 5 for 10 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3. So, it wasn't the worst shooting game. Honestly, a pretty decent shooting game. Just didn't really get many assists in that game. And then the other game where he went under was by the hook. He had 11 points and 4 assists versus Miami, so he had 15. In that game, he shot 5 for 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3. But if you look at his games lately without Ja Morant, he's been getting up a good amount of shots. 14, 15, 8, 10, 15, 8, 11 shot attempts. He's had a decent amount of assists in those games as well. 2, 8, 2, 7, 4, 8. So not only does Kennard give you some scoring potential, but he can also rack up some assists as well. He will have the ball in his hands a decent amount with Ja Morant off the floor. And again, I think this is a tougher matchup for Desmond Bane, going up against Toumani Camara. If Camara plays, I did want to mention that Camara is questionable, but Kamara's been a great defender. I assume Camara is going to guard Desmond Bane here. And if Bane's struggling to score against Camara, that could definitely open up more usage, more opportunity for a guy like Luke Kennard. So I like that as our third and final prop for today. We're going to take Luke Kennard for more than 15.5 points plus assists. So we've got 3 props for this slate on Wednesday, guys. Brandon Williams, we're going to take for more than 20.5 PRA. Quentin Grimes, we're going to take for more than 3.5 assists. And Luke Kennard, we're going to take for more than 15.5 points plus assists. So 3 plays. Let's see if we can go 3-0 here. Hit all 3 of these plays for Wednesday. Appreciate you guys watching these Prizepicks videos. As always, make sure that you hit that like button down below if you enjoy these videos. Hit that subscribe button as well. And be sure to go check out Prizepicks, guys. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up for Prizepicks. And again, when you play your first $5 lineup, you're going to get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account when you sign up for Prizepicks with code NOAH. So check them out if you have not yet. But good luck tonight. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.